You gotta figure all this out. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the regular meeting of Mayor and Council for the Borough of Glassboro for January 24th, 2023 to order. Karen, could you please read the opening statement?
Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, I hereby announce that adequate notice of this meeting, as required by said act, has been provided by adopting a schedule of regular meetings for the year 2023, which schedule is posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board as well as the Borough website and forwarded to both the South Jersey Times and the Sentinel of Gloucester County, filed with the Borough Clerk on January 7th, 2023.
Thank you. Can we all rise and salute the flag, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Karen, roll call, please.
Mayor Wallace.
Here.
Mr. Cassabone.
Present.
Mr. Fiola.
Here.
Mr. Halter.
Yes.
Mrs. Spence.
Here.
Mr. Melandro.
Here.
Mr. Creation.
Here.
Mr. Brunemer.
Here.
And let the record reflect that Mr. D'Alessandro and Ms. Miller are excused for this evening.
Thank you. We have no public hearings this evening, so at this time I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of December 27th, 2022, as well as the closed executive session of December 27th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. We have no communications this evening, so I'll move to committee reports and begin with Councilman Cassabone.
Thank you, Mayor, but I have nothing to report this evening.
Thank you very much, sir. Councilman Fiola.
Thank you, Mayor. I am in receipt from our CFO, Karen Passione, of the various financial reports that she submits periodically, and these are for the month of December, and I thank her for that. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Councilman Halter.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. I have nothing tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. And Councilwoman Spence.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing for this evening.
Thank you very much. We'll move to unfinished business. We had a resident come into the last meeting and address mayor and council about a couple of issues, one of them being the intersection of Grove Street and Main. And I wanted for the record to be known that we are looking at the getting quotes for street lighting, corner street lighting at that intersection. That we are in active discussions with the county with regards to the sight lines and the bushes and hedges that are believed to be impeding that sight line. And also there was a stop sign, a question about that was leaving a business, and it was found that the business was responsible for that stop sign. We reached out to the business, and the business is reaching out to their maintenance department to see if they could get that stop sign replaced and make it more visible. And I thank that resident for coming in and sharing. We will now move to new business. Karen?
Yes, Mayor, I need authorization to go back out to bid for water meters and sewer lining materials, as well as authorization to go out to back out to RFP for concrete materials and flight pumps.
So moved for both.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. We'll move to the engineer's report, please, Mark.
Yes, good evening. Work continues over at the High Street project. They're mostly building homes. Everything else is in place, so they'll be trying to wrap that up with all the construction by the end of the year, just for reference there. Townhouses at Aura, they're still waiting for their utilities works to go in there. That's the 94 townhouses next to Essex Chase. And the townhouses across the street from Richwood Crossings, you'll see contractors out there. They're going to be extending the water, sewer, and storm drainage onto the sites there, so that's ongoing. They are still finalizing their paperwork to sell it to a builder out there so they can start getting the homes done. So I still imagine now it'll still be probably 2 months away, 3 months before you start seeing activity for homes there for that. Charles III Drive, Phase 1 is pretty much wrapped up. We have a couple punch list items, and we're having a contractor reseed everything come this spring to get the yards back up and running there. And Charles III Phase 2, concrete work has been done. The restoration's been completed, but at this point with the weather, probably waiting till the latter part of March or early April to come out and do the milling and repaving on that road. Everything else is pretty much in a holding pound. I have not received any word from the landfill for the Miller Brothers as far as any of that. They have some things out there. They're starting to prep some items and areas for soil erosion, but nothing as of this time for our last conversation at the last meeting for those. And that's about it at the moment.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you,
Anybody
Mark.
have anything for Mark?
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you again. Great, at this time, I will turn the meeting over to our Borough Solicitor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a number of items on the consent agenda this evening. These are all considered routine, will be voted on at a single motion. If any discussion is needed, we can separate an individual resolution as necessary. We'll start with Resolution 57-23, a resolution authorizing execution of a remedial action protectiveness biennial certification form for former Lou's Auto Service Program interest, PI number 133961, soil remediation action permit number RAP 160001, which is necessary for the filing of the plan. Resolution 58-23, the resolution authorizing submittal of community development block grant application for funding to the County of Gloucester by the Borough of Glassboro Neighborhood Preservation Program in the amount of $125,000. Resolution 59-23, a resolution authorizing refund of street opening performance guarantee at 202 Holly LLC in the amount of $750. Resolution 60-23, a resolution authorizing refund of street opening performance guarantee Adam Ziffman in the amount of $750. Resolution 61-23, a resolution authorizing execution of collection, location, and local government unit, LGU, semi-annual report form for the Borough of Glassboro to allow for signatures. Resolution 62-23, resolution authorizing agreement for certain professional services adopted by the Borough of Glassboro, Sickles and Associates Incorporated, update to the flood damage prevention ordinance in the amount of $2,120. Resolution 63-23, resolution authorizing the reduction of performance bond number 80000428814 in the amount of $77,687.61 to $31,075.04, Phase 1, and performance bond number 800042812 in the amount of $28,432.90 to $22,746.32, Phase 2 in the Borough of Glassboro, High Street Estates, Block 413, Lot 12, upon the recommendation of the Borough Engineer. Resolution 64-23, a resolution approving participation in the State of New Jersey, with the State of New Jersey in the Safe and Secure Communities Program administered by the New Jersey Department of Law and Public Safety in the amount of $32,400. Resolution 65-23, State of New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection Green Acres Program enabling resolution to allow participation in the grant program. Resolution 66-23, resolution authorizing execution of an alliance to prevent alcoholism and drug abuse agreement between the Borough of Glassboro and the County of Gloucester. Total budgeted amount of $14,000, including in-kind match. Resolution 67-23, resolution approving 2 side letters of agreement by and between the Borough of Glassboro and the United Food and Commercial Workers UFCW Local 360 bargaining units, Nunk-Pro-Tunk 10122 to 123126 to allow for signatures. Resolution 68-23, resolution of the Borough of Glassboro appointing redactors in compliance with Daniel's Law requirements to appoint Karen Cosgrove, Municipal Clerk, and Kathleen McLear, Deputy Clerk. And Mr. Mayor, we also have an add-on resolution number 69-23 to keep things interesting. Resolution of the Mayor of Council, Borough of Glassboro, County of Gloucester, State of New Jersey, authorizing the advertisement for sale by sealed bid of 1 plenary retail distribution license. And those are your items for your consent agenda this evening.
Motion for
Isn't he
approval.
good, Mayor, at that?
Second.
I have a motion and a second, and a good mayor as well. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Costello.
Yes.
Mr. Fiola.
Four.
Mr. Halter.
Yes.
Mrs. Spence.
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to open the meeting up to the public.
Move to open the public portion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. The floor is now open to anyone from the public who wishes to come forward and address mayor and council.
I would like to address the mayor and council.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We were supposed to be, I guess, in another meeting, but since we're here, we might as well air a little bit what's going on in our street.
If you wouldn't mind, ma'am, before you get started, could you give us your name and your residence? please?
Sure. My name is Johanna Heldman. I live at 9 Cornell Road. And my neighbor is also here and another friend. We all live on Cornell Road.
Okay.
And we having a problem with the college. The kids are throwing cans all over our yards. They urinate all over the place. They're throwing clothing all over the place. We find things that you wouldn't even believe. We have called the police on numerous occasions, but they can't keep up. It's every weekend, the same thing. And we're tired of picking up the trash after those college kids. We really are. And I got a nasty letter in the thing from the code office. And I talked to the gentleman, I told him where it was coming from. And he said, well, it's on your lawn, it's your responsibility. And I said, well, that's nice. Are they gonna put me on a paycheck? Because if I'm gonna pick up trash, then they might as well pay me for it. So that's, and the parties are there every week, and they on both sides of the road, they are parked, all over the 100 block and all around us. Sometimes if that is full, they go to the next street or the next street. And it's every weekend, same thing. And it gets a little old.
I can imagine, and I apologize. I can tell you that we'll continue to, I'm sure the police will do their best to increase patrols through this.
They do, absolutely.
And we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to try to address this issue. We will continue to address this issue with the university, and hope that we can kind of quell this issue. If it continues to persist, I ask you to continue to let us know.
I will.
Continue. I
definitely
appreciate you
will.
coming and letting us know.
I definitely will.
Please do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ma'am, excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Were you or your neighbors, are there specific houses, or is this just a generic,
It is
overwhelming problem?
mostly coming from the Cornell number 1 and Cornell number 13 that I know of.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Seeing no other members of the public wishing to speak, I make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to close the public portion. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. The public portion is now closed. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve all duly authorized bills.
Move that all duly authorized bills be paid.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to, for the record to reflect that I abstain on PO number 23-00007. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other abstentions? Very good. Abstentions noted. Motion still carries. My closing comments are, again, I always thank everyone for coming and for those that shared their comments and concerns. I hope everybody's doing well. Continue to come and be safe and have a great evening. Anything for
No,
our
Mayor. Nope.
Very good. Well, with that, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Aye.
Motion carries. Meeting is now adjourned. Have a great evening, everyone. Next regular meeting will be February 14th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.